Hello everyone, today in this video we'll fight against the anonymous character of our world around us, and today we will just talk about a very famous but recently silenced phenomenon. I mean, we will talk a little bit about piracy. Why to come back to this topic? Because now we can say that the genuine piracy is currently limited to the region between the Southeast Asia and Africa, so Arabian Peninsula and African Horn, where some mainly Somali pirates are attacking tankers, kidnapping the crew of the tanker and demanding some ransom. This is one of the main activity of them. And so one can say that this is marginal event in the world of the organized crime, maybe, but it happens, it occurs in a very important region like Hormuz Strait, so or Al-Mandab Strait mainly on the other side, because Hormuz is between between Gulf countries and Iran. So we see that it's very vital path for the transport of an oil, blood of current economy as of now still. So piracy is mainly nowadays limited to this region of the world. Why? Why is it so important to talk in this video about it? I will just tell you. I will connect now the content of one book which was published in 1930s by Philip Gauze, a maritime historian, American maritime historian, and this book is entitled History of Piracy. And despite the fact that the book is really fabulously written, presents a history of many not so famous pirates from all around the world from many historical periods. At the end of this book, author observing the development of the technology at his times 20s 30s 1920s 1930s, he claimed, and this is very interesting, claims that thanks to the fact of the development of the planes and avian forces, so military planes and availability of observation of things that are happening on the land and on the seas and oceans, he assumed that piracy, and he was writing it in the beginning of 1930s, would be, he said, would be really soon eradicated from our world. And when one thinks really logically, one should say Mr. Philip Gauze was right. But history proved him wrong, because piracy is still active and still exists in the very vital region when someone can operate relatively close to the coast to get some easy profits, especially on tankers. We remember that even US recently with France and England took some, their naval forces took some actions against Somali pirates, because we see how vital this interests and flow of the oil from Gulf countries is for them. That is why sometimes when we think that development of technology should limit something, and we think that our conclusions are logic, we should think if they are really logic and really real, and we shouldn't forget that humans are always smarter than the technology they develop, other humans, and humans are always smarter than the system other people develop. That is why, despite our ability of observing the Earth from the air, now from the space, piracy is still existing and is feeling good. All the best, have a nice day, bye.